question.
Yeah.
Is there something we can do to become more aware that we are dreaming?
Yes.
When we are dreaming, is there something we can do at night before going to sleep?
Yes. That's called the 6 Naropa yoga. It's the one of the dream meditation sections. So this way, before, if you want to dream, and you need to know your dinner is need a little bit light, not heavy, lot of proteins. You know, they're too heavy, then deep sleep, you have no chance to catch up. Sort of the light dinner, and you, before you sleep, you will need to prepare. Tonight I will catch up my dream. And you do, this is not easy. This is one of the challenge. If you try to not deep sleep, you know, how you know when the deep sleep? You open the mouth, you can look next to your partner or somewhere. He or she will deep sleep, and the beginning snoring means he have no chance to catch up the dream because he's already deep sleep. So when you snoring is coming, you need to wake. If fully wake, you have no coming dream. So there's a part means between you need to catch not deep sleep, and this is called light sleep. You know, sometimes people say, oh, he can hear only one needle, maybe, and also maybe falling someplace, you can hear. So something like that kind of your sleep is very light, very, what you call minor, right? Not too deep. Then you see any dreams coming, you already recognize it is dreams coming. Looks like the middle of the night, the camera you can capture to see the animals coming and slowly, you know. Similarly, because your mind is wisely there, not fully open, but it's sleep. It's not deep sleep. It's like, you know, with the snoring and open the mouth, things like that. You can see the people sometimes open the mouth and the same as the snoring time. That's not the same deep. Then you.
And is it true that it's like a position to sleep on the right side or the left side, or that doesn't matter?
Well, it's a matter. You know, usually in your right side you can sleep. Thinking is important. You know, remember. And then maybe you can sleep. This helps, you know. Remember, Buddha Mahaparinibbana also writes side. Also, you will just, some people just lay down, means just completely lay down, and then the snoring is easy. But side, even the person who's snoring, but you can left side or right side, there's less snoring. And there are also some reasons, you know. So that's why the right and touching to the pillar.
Thank you, Lama.
Lama, but what is the purpose of being aware during the dream?
Because we will, part of the people fear this is real. You part of your dreams, you recognize everything is just moment by moment. So that's why mind becomes so sharp. If you recognize the moment, you're not creating negative, it's continually. Always remember, we have the one of the continue like river, positive continue like river, or negative allow like continue rivers. Remember, negative thought is the 5 poisons or 5 wisdoms. Remember, same seed. What we wanted. We're not talking in Latin or maybe Bardo. You will think basically we're looking for happy, healthy. This is everyone, right? Your religion or not religion. So who want so suffering? No. But now happy, healthy also many different types, right? Somebody say, well, you know, you need to sit in meditation is good for you. Somebody say, no, you need eat this such and such in the 14 burning calorie. You run such and such mile. Somebody said, no, you cannot move too much, this and that. So all those hoping that something's idea make happy, you know. And somebody said, "Can you help me to work?" And people they sweat, they're not much helping to sweat, and they think walk middle of the nowhere, they sweat. They think, "Yeah, I did a good job," They think they did some looks a very good job. See, they're also looking for the happy. The different way to chasing. So point the dream is like means nothing is real. So this helps. No attachment, no reason to anger. Remember 10 non-virtues, because it's just like dream, And there are called gyumepege, means there are 8 different examples. One is example is a dream. One is like echo. We can hear each other, but sound has no color and shape or size. Just easy to understand and communicate. And then one is like magician, And the people say magician is like showing, and the people are generally without experience, and they looks like real. So magician then no, it's nothing real. Good practitioner, and then all things are just nothing real. For us, we are real. That's why we have to build attachment. This is mine, this is yours, this is my territory, this is yours, So that's why the practice for exercise, the catching up dream, that's what Buddha always said many times, life is like dream. But dream themselves is also nothing is real. But sort of you have something reflect in the mind. Remember, we say, "Oh, I have good dream," or "I have bad dreams."
Got it. Thank you.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
As far as dreams, what do you do with dreams that keep repeating themselves, that are the same thing, and you wake up at the same point all the time?
Yes. So nothing's real. Still, we need exercise. You think this dream is real or not real? This is first we need exercise. Dream is nothing real. This is important. Dream is real, something's real. Then some things, we thinking everything is becoming real. They have some informations, some connections, what is coming, what is going, connection to the dreams, energy receives. Dream is like the space. There are so many allowed coming in the mind. Those are not your 2 things. Dreams, remember, one thing is, say, 3/4 of the night. First quarter is like reflect 1 to 2, 3 weeks, what have we done, something is coming back. And the middle one is in the year after, many years after, is coming back. The early dawn, maybe 3:30 to 4, those could be information dreams. So those are not our plan. All connected to different beings to get message. When you get a message, you recognize something's there. Always message is always there. We don't have capacity to listen and understanding. That's why some enlightened beings all the time they can hear sound. Every minute, moment is the teachings. Naturally, just the 5 elements. You can look the bird. They always like sound. They're all talking something, but we knew they're doing something, but we don't know anything what they're saying, right? So when you knew, likewise your dream, all different kind of information. And then your dream, some people dream is like real information. Some dream just like dream, nothing's much change. Remember, dream is end of the day, dream is, is a dream. American said, right? Dreams like chasing the geese, dog chasing the geese. Maybe some Dog can catch geese once in a while. Most just tirely, just just chasing, and geese play the dog. Go other side and then just looking there, dog they almost catch and fly. The dog upset and chasing the other geese. The dog never think I cannot catch the geese, but the hope is always that he's just trying. We're tracking something, the dream, Some, remember, I'm not saying dreams are all empty. Some dreams, there are some information. Sometimes, remember, dreams.
Information. I'm not. Yeah, I'm.
You have a lot of information these days.
Pardon?
You have a lot of information these days.
I have a lot of. I don't understand the question.
You say a lot of information, the dream. That's what I'm saying. You have a lot of information, dream one of these days.
Some I get and some I don't.
For me,
It
first
takes
thing,
a while, and then I get whatever it was
Yes.
about, and sometimes I don't get it.
for me, I'm not looking dream early morning. First, look at my phone. Who sent me a text message? That's all. I'm not looking what's the dream. So see, sometimes the body is, the light body or mind body is traveling many different places. And fascinating also the effect of your body also. So there's you're sometimes exhausted. Sometimes you're just fantastic experience. One of the monk, in some monastery in Himalaya region. I talked this before, and they say the protectors of Dagas and Daginis, this live the holy place, the mountain. And we all say it's a holy place, right? What is real holy means? We think this whole rock is holy, or this whole tree is holy. That's all. We don't know deeper than inside who lived there. But we think this is holy. Like Tibetan and Native America is very similar. You can go toward the corner in southwest in the United States. Oh, there's a holy rocks and there's blah blah holy tree. Yes. Can you be inside? No. What you have experienced is holy. That's all. This is holy. That's not enough. You need to let them more explain. Then people know it's real holy because this and that. So this monk is we call him Wang Hang. It's like the Dharmapala Shuan room. He always they take care, the offerings and drums and beat and things like that. One evening he has a dream, and he's in the Shuan room in the background is rocky, and there's somebody open, looks like the French door, looks like open, big and open in the door in a rocky place. As soon as he go in, and he had never explained before, all those see what he saw, sound, and they serve for food for him. He never explained any other human food. So tasty, smelling and nice and everything. Then he come out in the door. He's the big toe touching, and it looks like the doorstep. This is his dream. And he wake up. Here's also fantastic experience. Also, he's the one. Big toe is a little bit pain. He just look, and his toes never come out. He's been hit somewhere and the blood come in his bed. This is real. So now he been inside. Probably yes, because he saw all those. He coming back and in the doorstep and he hit. He's just really experienced there. So that's why I see when people do the protectors, shuan rooms, a lot of experience. See, for example, we have unseen visible many beings. So we cannot deny that nothing's there. When you can see the time, you are fantastic, more better than any other place. You know, better than any fancy city or state. But this is not made by men. This is just invisible different beings. And one of the sort of your karma really allowed to see there and experience with them. This is real, you know. Many people they have experience. So that's way you can think about it. The mind is caring is very powerful. With Tibetans, remember earlier I said Pakja and Tenshit, the print mind and the reflective mind. It's not only Tibetans, and Tibetans say the more, but the previous life, you know, remember the previous lives. Many people, we cannot deny it for them. But the problem is, we also reincarnated somebody, you know. Previously, or maybe people, or maybe species, or mammals, or some beings you have already. See, we have no idea. We think we're the first, this is just beginning. So now we need to go death again. So we have no idea any forms that we got to the next one. So practice helps. You're thinking this practice human being in good condition, and you rebirth your consciousness to the human. So remember, people say the person giving generosity protect this young age time, always give things and protect. People are very stinginess, or people are very aggressive, or maybe want to violent. Young kids also they want to killing and doing something because the previous mind is streamed there. Otherwise, he's not capable to do things, but he acting. So it looks like he's hunger because the mind streams are carrying. And then this life's mind training something is changing to new directions. So those in the printing the mind. So this also Bardo, even though he's this life already birth, but his mind connection to the previous more stronger. You know?
Thank you, Lama.
Yes. Any talk? No talk?
Lama, discursive thoughts is wisdom. I don't quite understand that.
All thought is not wisdom. If you thought negative, it's not negative, it's the wisdom. Thought is, remember, you want to thought or just thought by come up by naturally themselves. When you recognize it's a wisdom, you just allow to negative become thought, thought become action, and then something's dangerous, you know. So wisdom
That's not wisdom.
So wisdom is you need to recognize good and bad. If you know good and bad, you knew that you not need to do the bad things. You need to know the good things, right? The easy way.
I still don't get it. I'll just think about it on my own. Discursive thoughts, not all of them arise as wisdom, or you're saying they all arise, and when you self-liberate them, it's wisdom. If you act on them, it's samsaric. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, I will easy explain and continue. Okay, two things. You first thought, good thought. Thought arise and become action. It become good, right?
Mm-hmm.
You thought bad, allowed to thought bad. Thought become reality, become action. Bad result. You think this is a good idea? See, this is no. That's called non-wisdom. So this is so easy way. That's why you see mindfulness always try to practice. You knew bad is arising. You need to recognize and no longer continue create.
No longer to continue to create.
No.
Is that called elaboration?
I don't know how to call. Probably. Okay. Next, we will go a little bit to the fifth. Shikame Bardo. Before the death Bardo.
Lama, one more question. What happens when thoughts arise and you recognize them as empty? Is that wisdom?
Yeah, we can
When
say.
you see the thought, the
Yes,
thought and you
sure,
recognize it.
sure.
Okay.
Fifth, as for the Bardo of the time of death, the feeling at the time of death is like a nephew going to the place of a kind paternal aunt. At death, joy is produced. The nature of dharmas is polished to luminous purity. Having been struck by sickness, when the time of death occurs, after the elements gradually dissolve, this time of stopping is the production of the Bardo of the time of death. First, by earth dissolving into water, the body will not move. By water dissolving into fire, the mouth and nose are dry. By fire dissolving into air, heat is cut off. By air dissolving into the mind consciousness, after the breath is exhausted, the breath cannot be inhaled. In the luminosity of consciousness, after the sign, the motion of external breath ceases. The luminous state of the nature of dharmas exists without discursive thoughts. Within that, the previous death signs arise, and for the conceptualizations of samsara, thoughts, and attachments are not produced. Substances, things, and belongings which one has are dedicated to the three jewels. For example, people feel joy like that of a nephew going to the house of a kind paternal aunt. A small child nursing in its mother's lap, having happily drunk, runs away. Having previously attained the instructions on the Bardo of birth and death from an authentic Lama, now our own awareness is recognized as the mind of great compassion, luminous empty wisdom. In the middle, by doing practice after the kleshas and all discursive thoughts have gone into self-liberation, since alaya and negative habitual patterns are not left behind, they are pure as they are. By realizing that samsara is primordially pure, there is no fear of samsara. Since our own minds have the realization of great compassion, joy is produced in benefiting sentient beings. Moreover, think that you are dead and let awareness rest quietly. Let the pain of disease go into self-arising and self-liberation. The pain of disease that has arisen before is self-arising, and the latter is self-liberating. Both sickness and awareness, with no external support, are sent into dissolution. Get into the pain of disease. If awareness sinks into unclarity, make a thoroughgoing effort at awareness and purify the nature of dharmas to luminous clarity. Moreover, visualizing the Lama or a friend, let the visualization go into evenness in a state of empty, luminous non-grasping. Those of the highest powers are liberated by that. By mixing the luminosity of the breath ceasing and awareness fainting away with the natural luminosity of the nature of dharmas, like having mixed light with light, phenomenal luminosity subsides. Unobstructed by conceptions of the habitual patterns of former attachment, there is the empty, luminous nature of dharmas, dharmakaya, and Buddhahood. Without the bardo, they are liberated.
Okay.
The bardo of existence is like connecting a broken water pipe. By being in the nature of dharmas continually, the level of the three kayas and Buddhahood is grasped. After external breath is cut off and the appearances of the six collections of sense have ceased, there is the bardo of receiving a body, called the bardo of existence. We abide in the bardo for quite a long time, 7 times 7 days. For 7 days after awareness has fainted away, it abides in a latent condition. Then the appearance of Dharmakaya
Okay,
arises.
that's good. Now we can stay here. The juvenile chapter. From there arising Dharmakayas. We can stay here. Awa jiga me paradu jiwala me mezewa ane chame kimdo tsawunrawa dawu jiwala chuwa gila chuni sedagi jindurja neji damne chiwe tu jungwe tse jungwa rinji timne ngagbe tu di chige pardo ji jaba yino 당고 사출을 든데 루미도 추면을 든데 하나가 메롱을 든데 죄체 롱이 이게 나버시고를 든데 옥체네 옥 몸매도 나버시고 우세라 든데 추국이 규와체네 낭춘이 우세 경항라 남도 매버를 내서 대라공게 시다 대남 중화당 코르베 남도 라타바당 셴바 매버 셴바 미차워를 제다 요지 지유바 군조로 뭐 빼나 안에 뭐 참에 kim도 차고 저와 미처와 저와 신남 마방도 부중 쇼통와를 전에 유바다를 콘도 지시 받도록 라마 담발 당마도는 랑게 리바투 지침부 투기 이시 세도도 뭐시 바로 냠내 제비 명문받아 나버도 같은 제 랑조도 송네 군시 당 레지 박자 마셔버 랑서다 korwa kata du toba korwa la nyam minga rangsam tukju chimbo gongba dendembe tu simje ye tonga jeba cheba geba wo deyang mo rani chiwa la duk nyamba dang rikba chuni di rangzhu nga la tenen du shago neji sunga chena rangshar rangzhu du dang neji sunga maji ba rangshar chima geba rangzhu ne dang rikba niki chir temedu kumbodo dango neji sungo chungshi shiwamese bar chingching dungna ribambewa yingshin chuni sedadu longdo chidar chabo yana lama roge sedabshi chuni tongsen zemi yingado chalaye dango ambu rabde choyde ukchewa dango riba gebewu sebe chuni rangshin jiwu seba jebewo dang wen je ne yawadara ngarshinge padaji togo parche chuni tongse chuni jigu sangye de pardumewa cholo 주바스베 파도라 유르와강 체와 아주바 다보니 주니 균체라 구숨산지 살아서 축체 안고 초주기 나만가네 르렘베 파도 파도 시베 파도 잡아 임바에 파도 유rin슈라 샤 둔다 둔네시샤 둔좀도 리바게라 박샤베 춘도 네바스 okay now here fifth the right after right before or death, that's called the chiga. So this is not need to fear because now they explained before long many chapters how do you keep in the mind and everything's like the reflect but nothing exists in there. So this way we're changing your life and to be happy. So here said, the nephew is going to the kindness auntie's house. So this is so happy to going there, no hesitant. Likewise, when the practitioners, when they that same as like the nephews going to the auntie house, because your luminosity is already clarity to already purify. So now, friends, say someone is a sickness, and then they will die. The four element dissolve to the different the elements. The first one is they say in the body, water element dissolve to the body, and then your body is no longer cannot move, sort of the heavy. In the water element dissolve to the fire. That's why you see many the people die, always dry lips, you know. So this now you can look here text what stage right there. So this is good for the practice power. So you say, oh, now you see his dry here, or now the sound coming here for tapso. When the almost last breathing they're coming from here, depends maybe 20 minutes to 30, 40 minutes, or as longest one. So coming here, called tapso is long. Try to breathing in, and then naturally breathe out. Try to in less opportunity. So this way, see here, maturity mechanisms. The water element is dissolved to the fire. That's where the dry is begin, such as the nose and more lips and things like that. The fire element dissolved to in the wind, and then the body is becoming cold because the heat circulation is stopped. Now, the wind, the element dissolved to the consciousness. The circle of the wind is not circulating, so now no longer breathing and the outer breathing is completely stopped. Then not circulation. Now the consciousness is the dissolved to the luminosity light. So that's is the completely stopped in the outer breathing. Inner in the luminosity dharma dhatu, all the thought is stopped. Remember, mind is just last all those one by one. If you will say like you want to sick to die, of course we not need sick many weeks, month, or we need sick 2-3 days. Opportunity to your exercise. Something's happened, accidentally. You don't have, if you're a very sharp practitioner, otherwise you don't have those stage you have experienced, Those is, when you're sick, you know what you have the element to dissolve. You're so clear to now, I know only one thing's my mind, which stage I can meditate. So here, so this way, your mind, they dissolve to the luminosity light, and then they stop in the continued thought. So the luminosity is continually, remember? The death is not, the luminosity is not death, it's a body changing, remember? So there's the sign of how to dissolve and the people to die. Now, it did not need to say, say in the samsaric thought, I have this one, need to give this niece, this nephew, this best friend. Now need those things. Because you try whole life and families, virtues, whatever those things. Now time to you. With your power or your imagination, everything is offering to the 3 jewels to dedicate whatever I created. Likewise, not hesitating, happy to you dedicate, happy to give. As I remember, the nephew is going to the kindness and his house, happy to give, nothing holding, nothing held, So sometimes people thought, oh, this grandma is very bad because she didn't left anything to her niece and nephews. Maybe the grammar is very bad. Maybe grammar, no, this is next life is not coming to some place. Maybe she need to build A to Z again, try again, you know. Try again, hard working, and try again, give here and give there, how long. So that is a way to, what do you call, I think American, they have good systems. You die before you say, okay, this microphone go to the church, this teacups go to the end, somewhere, what do you call, well, right?
Well,
This kind is, the Buddha's teachings are very wonderful. So no attachment, because you knew all things is not there. We not say, when you die, you need to become empty house, or we're not talking that, you know. You have family, your family is already there. So you don't need to, big, you know, sheet in many signs, signatures. And in Tibet, and then here is different. Tibetan, we have one family, maybe 6, 7, 10 kids. Mom or dad, one is always boss, and not any other boss, you know. My family case, my mom is boss. How much you make money or anything, she only know. Nobody asks how much you have, how much you give. Nobody asking this, you know, because the base of the, you know, moms give you life, and she care through her love, the base completely in trust. You never doubt about it. She will do something bad for me, you know. So this is here. You make sure before this go my first son, this go second son, this my nephew, niece. Otherwise, I know somebody moms not yet cremation, but the family is fighting is begin already because they're little wealthy. You know, so we have followed this text. We not need, you know, your precious body also change. Be happy to. You think whatever you use, wishing to benefit. That's all. You know, so that's why when die, your own room, nothing's appearing much. That's what great Milarewa said. I wish to die here. Nobody know I'm die here. Even though my sister cannot know I'm die here. Enjoy all insect can enjoy drink my flesh and bones, because nobody disturbing his meditate. Do you understand? So quiet, and then it looks like family is good. And then when they die, niece coming, nephews coming, and some especially very wealthy people die, and then so many cousins are rising. New cousins are rising. It's true. You know, somebody dies, then like Heart Sudra, no nose, no dharmas, no cousins, no nephews, because nothing happened for her. So nothing taking, so there's somebody died like Heart Sudra way.
It's true, it happens.
Yes. That's it. That's what you remember. I said many times. Chinese, the kung fu master, and his name is Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan, you know, his action movies, and he interviewed time to time. Said, "I have one dream." He said, "I have so many things in his house. My son is grown man. He knew what he need. He's to. When I die, nothing left. Anything. Now I will finish to the donate. You know, different part." Societies. This is good thought. That's what we got always practice for cutting the attachment. If you're not attachment, no problem. You know, you live in the you maybe sleep in the jewel, still no problem because we got no attachment. With the attachment, one small also the problem. So that's what we're talking about. You know, we not say you need to give everything before you die. We not say that. Okay. Otherwise, people will complain. Some people say, Milarewa make me beggar too. That's one somebody said, because first Milarewa biography they inspire, and he will sell this and that, keep here and there. He go to mountain, and his mind is not the same as Milarewa. You know, he need a lot delicious coffee and donut and many things. In the mountain, there's nobody preparing him. He missed so much. He come back, Nothing's, he give orally, then he is complain. See, Milarewa, now you also beggar, made me also beggar. So there's a similar, I'm not saying you need to give everything, okay? Oh, Lama told me and give everything, That's not healthy things. I'm just giving, not giving, I'm just saying those in the text and those in some parts in people's life. Okay? And sometimes in the Tibetan joke say, oh, you have experienced the what? It's not good at touch, you throw. But let me know where you throw. Okay. I think today we have so many good things. We're going to stop here.